It's Friday, and we're starting off on the right note with the band The Armada.
This is how we do it, where we come from.
My royal guest today is Mrs. Texas Galaxy. Your pageant days aren't over just because you got married. And since it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, there are the pretty scarves or women who just don't mind going bald, but you don't have to. We'll show you custom hair pieces that look just like your own hair did. And breast cancer reconstruction for those who otherwise couldn't afford it. Great Day starts now. Now, you might be asking why we had a woman sitting in the audience with a crown on. Well, every Friday, we will feature one of our Texas beauty queens, and she'll help me with the show. Kayla, every queen has a platform. Tell the audience what your platform is.
My platform is education and awareness through breast cancer through the Susan G. Komen Foundation.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much. We're going to talk to her a little bit later on in the show about what this pageant is and why she decided to enter that. But it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and throughout October, we will bring you stories of hope. For many women who have their breast removed, they're happy to be alive, but their scars are a daily reminder of what they went through. Reconstructive surgery can be expensive, especially when you have no insurance. The Rose Ribbon Foundation makes those wishes come true. So please welcome Dr. Franklin Rose, his wife Cindy, her sister and breast cancer survivor Holly Harwood Skulkin, and Rose Ribbon patient Maria Maraquin. Hi there. Hi. Cindy, this is one of those things where you know about breast cancer, you're aware of it, and then it hits home.
It does. It's something like 1 in 6 people in Houston that may get breast cancer. Sometimes you hear 1 in 8, which is terrible because if you look in this room, it's going to be probably about 6 to 8 people that may get breast cancer, right, or their sister or their brother. In my case, it's my sister.
Right.
And that happened 12 years ago, and she's stable. And
but what a fight! What a fight!
It is, and it always will be a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of things. But I feel very blessed to be here.
And what you've done, as well as what Cindy has done, and Dr. Rose, is you have taken what could be a very negative, depressing thing and given hope to other people, because you deal with breast all the time, because he is a plastic surgeon, not because he's he's a plastic surgeon. So, but when and oftentimes women come to you and say, oh, I want something bigger or a reduction, but in this case it's a different motivation that you're dealing with.
Well, and Holly really was the inspiration for our foundation, the Rose Ribbon Foundation. We have a very lovely patient with us today, Maria. She had a charitable mastectomy done at St. Luke's, who kindly referred me the patient. She's had 3 operations already and just 1 more to go. And she has a very lovely story to tell, and it's been a privilege to care for her on a charitable basis.
Because what you all do is you will do that reconstructive surgery free of charge?
Pro bono, travel expenses sometimes included, hospital anesthesia.
Family care.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Let's talk about what that means. You're a mother of 3. Oftentimes when someone has gone through something like this, work can be compromised because you're too sick to get there. And so you had to have your breast removed. And so how did that make you feel to look in the mirror?
Besides to lose my hair, losing my breast just after my surgery, I was too depressed. In those days, I just was thinking to be alive for my daughters and my husband, my family. And the doctor who performed the mastectomy, he was the first person to recommend the Rose Ribbon Foundation. But in those times, I didn't think about it. I mean, I just wanted to be alive. Right. And after I finished my chemos and I started, having a better life, I saw in a magazine the advertising. It was a beautiful big red rose, and I saw it. Oh my God! It's the second time. This has meant something to me. So I called, make an appointment, and since the first time that the doctor saw me, he said, "We are going to help you."
Wow!
Right away. I mean, it was awesome.
And so now when you look in the mirror or now when you put on clothes, how does it make you feel?
As my husband. No, I don't have words to express. I mean, it's you gain your confidence and self-esteem, and you are able to wear any kind of dress. I mean, you have to
feel feminine again.
Yes.
Yeah. We certainly know that a woman is not all about your breast, but when something has been taken away from you, if you can step back into at least that part, it just helps you feel better again. Who qualifies for this?
Well, typically we have a little application process. It's really anybody uninsured who has had a mastectomy. We work with some fine surgeons at the Baylor College of Medicine. The cases that we're able to do in practice would comprise really of tissue expansion and placement of a breast implant such as this. There are more technical cases such as microsurgical cases that we work with Baylor surgeons, and so, but Maria has had a very nice procedure that we're able to do in practice.
And let me ask you about this while you have that. You know, there's been controversy about breast implants. What's the situation now?
Well, at the present time, this is one of our newer implants, sort of a gummy bear gel implant that is completely...
I wasn't thinking gummy bear, but...
Well, it's a fifth generation cohesive gel, and it's fully FDA approved. And I think most of the controversy regarding this generation implant has been put behind us, thankfully.
I want to just say my sister did not have a mastectomy.
Right.
Hers was further along. She's stage 4, so that's real on her. What you see, she had. You can just quickly say.
I had 2 lumpectomies actually, where they remove a section, a part of your breast, and I'm still large, even though I've had it done. But I would have, of course, had it done. But my doctor said because you're stage 4, it means like the horse is out of the barn. There's no point in taking the breast off because it had already metastasized to the hip, pelvis, ribs, spine, and brain. Yeah. So there was no point in taking off the breast.
It's amazing that you're still sitting here.
I know.
It is amazing. I met you years ago, and you weren't sure if you were going to be around.
No, I didn't.
You know, before we go, you have a support group.
Right.
And it's called the Thorns? The
Rose Ribbon?
Are you talking about the Rose Ribbon?
support group that you have?
Through them.
And so what do they do?
Well, what you need to do is basically, when you're going through this, a lot of your feelings, everybody tells you think positive, think positive. Well, I mean, one time I was so tired of hearing that expression. I was like, yeah, I'm positive I'm going to die. I mean, it's hard. I mean, who would think positive? You take the strongest, most powerful person in the world, and you know, you're told you have cancer. It's hard to think positive. So you have to have other people that are in the same boat, so you know your feelings are normal under the circumstances. That makes you feel good, you know, and people that can really understand, because no one can understand unless you're going through it.
And you can talk about the people who keep telling you to talk about, to think positive.
We laugh. I mean, it's not like a crying doom and gloom thing. We laugh. And the other thing is, you have tools to cope, and we all have our different tools, and you know, we help each other, like, you know, your faith.
Strength in numbers.
Yeah, and also, like, with me, my kids were in elementary school, and I was like, and I had trouble having them, and I was like, God, you can't give me these kids and then take me away from them and take them away from me. I've got to be here. I mean, I had no choice. I had to be. You know?
Well, great programs. So, thank you all so much for what you're doing. It's amazing. Thank you so much. And for more information about the Rose Ribbon Foundation, you can go to our website at greatdayhouston.com. And we're challenging our audience, by the way, to get checked to grab your breast friend and get your mammograms together. We want all of you, if you have not gotten your mammograms, to have your mammograms together. We want you to email us and encourage other viewers to do the same. Our address is greatdayhouston@khou.com.